WWTD. What would Tupac do? Smack the shit out of this man. Let me go do that. Let me stop.
Get your money, sis. Fuck a hater. Get your money, sis. Get your weight up. Make your money move. I ain't mad at you. Yeah, it's all about the cream and getting money. Get your money, sis. Fuck a hater.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Cent Tuesdays with Jenny, where you will be getting my unsolicited, unapologetic opinion about what's going on in the world today. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a new video. And you might as well go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up if you're watching this far. Just hit that thumbs up button for me, and let's get into today's topic. I am literally drained from talking about this topic all day long, and we are about to talk about it again. Yes, we are still on the fact that Will Smith rocked Chris Rock's shit. No, we are still talking about the fact that Will Smith got up on stage at the Oscar Awards on live national television and smacked the dog shit out of Chris Rock. I mean, that smack came way back from West Philadelphia. Bow. What? So, if you did not see it, which you must be living under a rock, or you just are not into social media, or you just don't know what the hell is going on, let me just go ahead and run the clip again.
Whoa! Whoa! Holy!
Now, when I first saw it, I don't watch the Oscars because it's boring as hell to me. But it happened to be on when I was visiting my mom. And right as I left, I started seeing all these notifications popping up and all these stories about what was going on. So I clicked the video and I'm like, whoa, I was just watching what happened. And I'm like, this man just slapped Chris Rock on stage. Now, at first, I thought it was a hoax. I thought it was staged. I thought they were acting because the slap looked a little funny. And then I saw the smirk on Will's face. And I'm just like, okay, they just did, I don't know what that was about, but it was a skit. I didn't know what Chris Rock said to make Will get up out his seat. I didn't know anything, so bits and pieces was coming in over time. Then I saw the full clip of what Chris said. He made a joke about Jada being in G.I. Jane Part 2, obviously because she is now rocking a buzz cut. She had on a green dress, and he made a joke. And Jada did not find the joke too funny. You already know the story. Do I really need to explain? Can I just get into my 2 cents? Because it's a lot. I think you guys already know the story, right? So let's just get right into it. What do you guys think about what happened? Do you think Will was wrong? Do you think he was just protecting his wife? Do you think it was real? Do you think it was fake? Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. And I'm about to go ahead and drop my 2 cents in on the situation. Crazy. It's a moment in time that we are going to be talking about forever. It was history last night. Again, like I said, when I first saw the clip, I was like, oh, this is fake. But then the more that I kept watching, and then I saw the unedited version when he was like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. I said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. I was like, who? I mean, he had me ready to I ain't never gonna say Jada's name again after that. Okay, West Philly. I never seen Will that angry. I never seen him that angry. And I saw on Chris Rock's face, Chris Rock was visibly shaken up. You can tell, like, there was no way, in my opinion, that could have been staged. And if it was staged, we'll get into that. I saw raw emotions in both of those men. Chris held his composure. He continued on with the nominations, but he was, fumbling over his words a little bit. Obviously, like he just got the taste smacked out of his mouth by Will Smith. A lot of people are saying, oh, you know, how you don't see it coming, this man coming up on stage, you should already know what time it is. Not necessarily. None of us expected Will Smith to get up there and do that. So I highly doubt that Chris expected him to do that. So I don't think he was really prepared to give a reaction. It was just like, oh shit, like he just smacked me. All in all, I do think Chris handled it very well, better than most. Some men would have swung back, but also Chris is not that, doesn't seem like he's that guy. He is from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. However, we seen the show, and if that show is remotely close to what he was really like growing up, he's not that guy. He's the funny guy. He's not the fighting guy, and he's not gonna swing back. Which did make me feel like, would you have kept that energy for some other comedian that would have went up there and said the same joke? Or was it because you knew he would not react back towards you, swing on you or whatever the case have you? Again, the more I watched, the more I started to unfold things. At first, I had no idea what could have triggered Will. I said, what made him like get upset? Because I saw him laughing. And then I saw her roll her eyes and get upset. The camera panned back to Chris, and then all of a sudden, Will Smith was storming the stage. So I was like, okay, the G.I. Jane joke about her hair, and she has gone public about her struggle with alopecia, and this is why she had to shave all of her hair off. Now, according to sources, Chris said he had no idea that she was suffering alopecia. Let's be clear. Just because the rest of us normal folk, okay, follow her story and watch the Red Table Talk and follow her Instagram and know all of the stuff she got going on, doesn't necessarily mean these other busy celebrities are going to automatically know what's going on. However, I will say, we should have learned our lesson from Chadwick Boseman when he died from cancer and people was mocking him for losing all of that weight, not knowing that he was suffering and battling cancer behind the scenes. So yes, we should be a little more cautious about people's physical appearance changing and not knowing the reasons why. My personal opinion with Jada's hair, when I first saw her with the shaved look, I didn't think anything of it. This is not the first time. Yes, this is the lowest I've ever seen it, but I've always known Jada to have very short hair. So I didn't think anything of it when I first saw it until she started vocally saying this is why her hair is so short and blase, blase. So I'm sure if someone don't know her story that this is going on, they're just probably assuming she cut her hair off like she often does before. That's just my opinion, that he might not genuinely thought, oh, she's sick, let me not say this joke. A lot of people are also saying things like, oh, he's been coming at her for years, joking on her for years. That is what he does. He is a comedian. Chris Rock has been saying jokes about a lot of his peers that is, I'm sure, just crossing the line. But I feel like, in a setting like that, you have to expect, it's like going to a stand-up show and sitting in the front row and not expect to get a joke made about you. However, I know sometimes you just not in that headspace to find something funny. I do get it. And listen, I'm going to be contradicting myself a lot in this video because it's one of those things where it's like, I get it, but, I just feel like all in all, I felt like the situation could have been handled differently. Okay? I am all for all defending your wife, your spouse, your man, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your lady, your man, whatever. I'm all for it. However, I would have respected it if he would have got up there. You can't tell people how to react. I will say that. But only because I personally feel like they have been the butt of everyone's jokes for years now. For the past couple years, since this entanglement situation came out, the Smiths have been the butt of everyone's joke constantly. Jada being very boisterous about their relationship, things that happen. Even her trying to downplay her relationship with August Alsina. You know, I feel like, how many times have she embarrassed this man? My personal opinion. I feel like she has embarrassed him more than any of those jokes or whatever the case. Like, I just thought it was crazy that that's what triggered you. Now, granted, you said she never cheated on you and you and her was separated when her and August was doing their little thug dizzle, their little thing. But while you were still with your wife, this man publicly made songs about smashing her, giving it up to her wild crazy, doing interviews talking about smashing her. That didn't offend you? None of that. But this did. Got it. And a lot of people's like, oh, I think it was just a nervous laugh. He saw his wife hurt and he reacted. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Something you may find but Jada was like, ha ha, hell. What you gonna do, nigga? And I feel like that was the battery in his back to like, oh, I gotta get up here and do something. WWTD. What would Tupac do? Smack the shit out of this man. Let me go do that. Let me stop. I'm trying to be funny, but this is really serious. I just hate that it had to been those two. I hate that it had to been Chris that got the dog shit smacked out of him. I hate that Will had to do that or felt the need he needed to do that. It just wasn't a feel good moment. It wasn't about, oh, an embarrassment. Like, I know at some point I'm like, not in front of the white people, but it wasn't even about that. It was the fact of seeing two GOATs, two men well respected in Hollywood, have that moment in front of all of us. It was just, it hurt a little bit. It was just like, damn, like, why couldn't this been handled differently? Even if he got up on our stage and was like, yo, chill the fuck out talking about my wife, you don't know what's going on here, don't play yourself, and sat his ass back down, I would have respected that a whole lot more. But all that physical smacking him, it was just like, damn, Will, was that the best way you knew how to handle it? And he don't seem very bothered. I mean, the pictures that has gone out, we chose chaos. He turning up at Diddy's after party. He did not seem very bothered. And everybody's like, oh, Chris is good. Chris is good. I ain't seen Chris or heard from Chris. So until I see that, then we don't know what he's feeling right now. They did say LAPD notified Chris. He ain't pressing charges. I highly doubt that he would. Because he just doesn't seem like that kind of guy. Respect, but me get slapped by Will. Oh, I'm on the floor. My jaw is broken. Lawsuit. I need a bag. Just saying. And I'm going to end it with this because there's so much things that everybody's like, I would have did this, I would have did that. We don't know what. Listen, that was such an off guard moment. I don't think anybody would have known what they would have did in that moment because you just got slapped by Will Smith on national television in front of a room full of people. You're not thinking. You don't know what to do, how to react. But what bothered me was everyone consoling Will. And did anybody check on Chris? I mean, granted, you may not have agreed with what he might have said or with the joke, but at the end of the day, is he not a person that was hurt too? Also, was it real or fake? These are the questions. Because there's moments where I'm like, and then I'm like, ooh, I don't think so. Like I said, at first I did think it was fake because the slap looked a little, either he didn't catch him the way he wanted to catch him and it was just a chin slap, or it was a fake slap. I don't know. But their emotions behind it after the fact, that felt very real to me. Now, if this all was staged, I think that makes him look even more corny, because you allow this academy, these people, to use you to get up there and act like that, cussing and hitting and all of that for some publicity, so we can all get to watching the Oscars. I feel like that would make you even more of a clown than what you already did. So I would hope and pray that this was not no staged fake incident, because if that's how you want to be represented on the night that you won an award on purpose, Hollywood is a very sick place if that's the case. Okay? Now, you just was reacting on raw emotions. I can understand, because sometimes you just don't know how you're going to react to something. But if that was fake, and you knew that was going to happen, and you knew you was about to get that award that night, and you went up there with them crocodile tears, I'm sorry, when he cries, I don't buy it. Because we know how good of an actor he is. I just don't buy it. You apologizing to the Academy. I get it. You ain't got to apologize to Chris, because if you meant what you meant and you felt what you felt, then so be it. But something about that speech just was like, I ain't feeling it. I don't care. I feel like Will could have handled it differently. I know many of you would say otherwise. He was standing up for his woman. He was standing up for his wife. Y'all not used to seeing a black man stand up for a black woman. Yeah, okay. That's your opinion. I don't think anything is wrong with him defending his wife. I just don't like the fact that that was the way he felt the need to handle it. And I hate the fact that it was those two men that this happened to. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Sorry for this long video, but I just like, it's just been a lot. Like, it's so many what ifs, what if. Like, a lot of people also feel like, would Jada had Will's back like that if the roles were reversed? Because I feel like she would have low-key been kikiing it up. Just saying. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you follow me on all of my social medias. Everything will be in the description down below. And Jenny is out.